Hello and welcome to Trungle Park for the first time this season. Today, Mousehole will take on EVESHAM United, who they beat last season away from home. Let's hope that Jake Ash's men can repeat that and get off to the perfect start in this new season.
Welcome to the field, Mousehole!
We are back, baby. Just like that, we're back.
Yeah, always exciting, isn't it? First game of the season. I always like to think it's going to be sunny and pleasant, but a bit like this last year, wasn't it, up at Westbury? So obviously had that excitement of the new league last year. This year's obviously a different feeling because we're used to it. So, but it's always first game of the season. You're always excited. So I'm really excited. It's a very new team. You know, a lot of new bodies out there, which is daunting in one ways, but exciting in others. So who knows what to expect today? But no, we're looking forward to it.
Really excited about today. We've got the new team. Jake just informed me that from our last competitive game, there's only 4 players starting today that started the last competitive game. So he's really worked his magic over the summer, bringing in some super talented lads. So really excited to be watching that. There's a buzz about the place. Everyone seems to be pulling in the same direction and happy, which is what we're all about. As volunteers, we need to be happy, otherwise why are we doing it? So really excited.
Been a season that we knew was coming for the last 3-4 years. I think the 5-sub rule in the Southern League last year really hurt us in terms of travel, boys not playing as many minutes as they'd like to do. So we knew there was going to be a pretty high turnaround this season. We've kept the core together. We've had some long-standing players that have decided they want to play closer to home. A few that have moved away, 2 that have got really good moves, and we're really proud of that. But it does mean that the squad as a whole needed pretty much a complete overhaul.
Let's go.
So far we've promoted 2 younger lads, or 3 today, to the from the development team. We have brought in 4, I believe, 4 new boys from all around the country who have joined our player development programme. We're in talks with a couple of local players, and then we're actually really happy with where we are in terms of numbers. Squad wise, we've obviously got Jack Calver, Josh Otto and Paolo, who are all long-term injuries, but once we start to get them back in the mix, we're really pleased with where we are.
half-time here at Trungle Park and the score is Mousehole 1, Evesham 0. Mark Goldsworthy's goal on the 26-minute mark is the gap between the two sides. Some really exciting football we've seen from both sets of players. It's more to come in the second half, I would have thought. Well, it's all finished here at Trungle Park and the final score was Mousehole 1, Evesham 0. Mark Goldsworthy's goal in the first half was enough to secure all 3 points for the Seagulls. It got a bit tough towards the end, however, when Evesham went down to 10 men after a horrible challenge. On to Cribs on Tuesday night now. Ryan, great victory in the end. Can you talk me through it, please?
Yeah, absolutely. I think to be honest, minute one, I thought we were fantastic. And I think it just shows really how much work we've put into the pre-season. Obviously, we haven't had the easiest ride so far in terms of big injuries to big players, but again it just shows the togetherness of the lads to really come through. And I thought we put on a fantastic performance, albeit.
On to the next one now. Do you feel that next one will be as tough as this one?
Yeah, absolutely. Every game's a tough game, especially in this league. We know this from last season. But I think we've put ourselves in the best position really to have a nice clean start. And yeah, can't wait for Tuesday night already, really.
There's a lot of new faces around at this club. How difficult is it to embed with the new players?
Yeah, absolutely. It's obviously tough. I've got 4 lads in my little 2-bed flat, but no, great lads. You see how good they are as well. So they fit right into the way we play. And yeah, it feels like we know each other, for weeks already. So it's just about getting to know each other, which we have been doing, and hopefully we can just take this win and carry on.
Cheers, mate. Jake, great victory in the end. Can you talk me through it, please?
Yeah, fantastic victory. Didn't really know what to expect today. Obviously, first game of the season, didn't really know too much about the opposition. We knew they'd be good, and they were. But we didn't really know what to expect from our team today. We are really in the infancy of getting this together. Obviously, with the injuries we've had in the summer, it's been difficult, and really the team's only come together in the last week. So we haven't had a great deal of time to work on a lot. So I felt like it was going to feel a bit disjointed and a bit scrappy. But credit to the players, I thought there were moments like that. But then they were playing against a good side. So I think the big thing you have to take into account is there was 4 players that started that game who played at Frome in the semi-final of the playoffs. That's with injuries and a couple moving higher. It's going to take some time. So I was really sanguine with the fact that we might not start this season absolutely flying, which we obviously did last year. So I had to manage expectation a little bit because we've already done all right at the start of the season, but that's probably not helped having won that game. Obviously, to keep a clean sheet is hugely pleasing as well. I thought defensively as a unit they're outstanding, Ollie as well. So no, it's a lovely feeling. And yeah, I didn't really know how it would look. And at times it was a bit fractured, but it's going to happen with a new team. So yeah, I'm really pleased.
You mentioned new players coming in. How are they settling in? Are they doing okay?
They haven't had much time to really do that bit yet. They're so new. Geordie was here Thursday, so he's been he's been one training session with a few set pieces and then playing. So given that, and given the fact that the other boys have only just come to us in the last 10 days, they've settled in brilliantly. And I tell you what they have done as well, is they've settled in as people and as characters within the group. I think that's so important, because we had a real togetherness in the last probably 2 years. We've really developed a real togetherness, and you probably saw it after the game. That togetherness is still there. So those boys have contributed to that. They're fantastic characters, so that's important for us. So now I'm really pleased with how they settled in. We'll have some ups and downs. I'm certain of it. We'll have some rough performances this year. I'm sure of it. But hopefully we can just feel our way through, and give it 6, 8, 10 games. The connections will be that little bit more fluid and a little bit more inbuilt. So, but no, I'm really pleased. And like I say, Evesham, without a shadow of a doubt, will be up in the top part of the table. They started last year really poorly, but they went on a charge, and that's a good team. You know, they're lots of good players. So taking that into account, can't be happier.
You use that word togetherness. How important do you feel that is?
It's
amongst
huge.
them?
No, it's huge. Something we didn't have when I first came here. And it's something we've worked really hard on. And of course, because they spend so much time together on the bus and training and what have you, that helps us. You know, they helps us build those bonds. And, you know, we did the initiation songs on Thursday. The singing was woeful. But, you know, that's part, it's important. And those bits are important. And the boys have really taken to the lads that have come in. And for me, that's huge. It gets you, for me, 12 points a season. Just getting over the line in games that are tight because you want to do it for your mate. You like him as a teammate, you like him as a person. I think it cannot be underestimated. Probably a bit old, seen as a bit old school, but I think it's huge. So we've got that. We've still got it with the boys that have come in. We've worked like really hard on making sure they're the right characters, and they absolutely are. So that's pleasing.
Thanks, Jake.
Cheers, mate.